Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to review picture graphs and then get on to bar graphs. Remember, with picture graphs, we're going to make sure that we circle the key so that we know each one of these stands for one red truck. So, Morgan made a picture graph to show the number of red trucks that she and her friends saw last week. How many red trucks did the four children see last week? Now remember, here are four children and each one of these is a red truck. So basically, if we want to know how many red trucks they saw, we're simply going to count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And if I had a lot of problems with this particular picture graph, I might count these ahead of time and put 3, 6, 8, and 4. That way, I don't have to keep counting the red trucks. So today, our lesson is on bar graphs. Bar graphs are just another way to show information. Again, the great thing about a bar graph is it gives you all the answers right there in front of you. So let's read what a bar graph is. A bar graph uses bars to show data. Look at where the bars end. This tells how many. So a bar graph is just, you can tell the yellow is 3 because it ends on the 3. The blue is 8, and so on and so forth. It's important to know the title of your graph and what these things mean. The bottom is the number of children, and the outdoor game is basketball, jump rope, soccer, and tag. And this is a bar graph about children playing games. All right, so let's go down to the bottom and look at this bar graph. Okay, again, what I like to do is think about what the bar graph's about first and count my numbers. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But I know that this red is 2, this blue is 6, this green is 4, because it comes right up to that line, and that purple is 3. Now, you don't have to do that. That's just a step that I like to take. All right, now let's read our questions, and as we read them, we're going to really think about what the question's asking. Use the bar graph. So here's our bar graph. How many green marbles are in the bag? Answer that. Great. Did you put 4? Because there are 4 green marbles. I can look at my 4 and go across. There's 4 green marbles. How many more blue marbles than purple marbles are in the bag? Now remember, this how many more is a comparison. We're going to subtract. And just like we did on our picture graphs, there's a couple ways to do it. You can do, the number for blue is 6. The number for purple is 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. I can also look here. I can imagine how much longer is the blue one. Well, I can see that the 3's down here, the purple's down here, so it's 1, 2, 3 longer. So there's 3 more blue than purple. All right, how many marbles are in the bag? Now, do you remember from the truck, the red truck picture graph? It's the same thing. You need to add up all these numbers. So you can do it in a variety of ways. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Or I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, each one of those counts as a marble in the bag. Okay, so pretty easy, huh? I like graphs because all the information's right there in front of you, and I love that. Okay, now this is a bar graph that goes horizontal. So still we're looking at it. These are favorite places to go. These are your places, the aquarium, the zoo, the beach, and museum. And here are the number of children that went there. Okay, how many children chose the beach? Now again, it's up to you if you want to record numbers next to those bar graphs. This time I won't. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so how many children chose the beach? I'm going to go to the beach, and I'm going to go down my orange line, and I'm going to see that 6 children chose the beach. And I'm going to put a 6 there. Which place did the fewest children choose? Now all you're looking at is which bar is the shortest. But you have to remember, you don't want to answer 3 because it says which place. So when you're talking about which place, you're going to have to write the word museum. Okay? All right, I'm going to read this next one. I'd like you to pause the video and see if you could do it on your own. How many more, oh my gosh, that's that comparison again. I know I'm going to be subtracting. Children chose the zoo than the aquarium. Okay? 2 ways to do it. Do you remember what they are? I can write how many kids went to the zoo, which is 8. And I can subtract that from how many went to the aquarium, which is 4. And 8 minus 4 equals 4. Or I could use the graph, because look at this. Here's how much longer that purple one is. The yellow aquarium one's here. The zoo is clean over here. How much bigger is the purple than the yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, there's 2 ways to do that. But you certainly wouldn't add them because that wouldn't make any sense. Then you'd have 12, and this is not 12 longer than that. All right, how many children chose a place that was not the zoo? Now see if we can remember what we did with our picture graph. So we don't want to count the zoo. So we're going to basically cross out the information on the zoo, and we're going to count the other numbers. So we're going to count the aquarium, which is 4. The beach is 5. I'm going to add all 3 of these colors together. So the aquarium's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The beach, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of that, 13 kids chose a place that was not the zoo. And we can always double check by saying the aquarium's 4, the beach is 6, and the museum's 3. And add those numbers because we're not counting the zoo in that question. Okay. When you see math on the spot, you can log on to Clever and go to Go Math, and it will give you a nice little video. Greg chose a place that has more votes than the aquarium. Okay, so we need to think about this. So if it's more votes than the aquarium, it's got to be bigger than... Oh, wait, I didn't read that carefully. Votes than the aquarium and the museum together. Okay, I need to know how many kids chose the aquarium and the museum. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this was 7. Which place did Greg choose? So that's pretty easy because now all we have to do is pick the place that is greater than 7. Did you figure it out? Yes, it is the zoo because the zoo is 8. If you would like some further practice, you can click on the next link and do an activity practicing bar graphs. See you tomorrow.